Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In today's inspirational oracle reading, I'm going to read you 3 cards, child. And I'd like for you to think about anything that is perplexing you, or maybe you're looking for insight or another perspective. And perhaps this reading can be a blessing to you. The first card I have for you today is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara. And Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara's message to you is health is wealth. The next card I have for you is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari, who represents our heart chakra, and her message to you is, how do you feel about it? Your feelings matter. And the last card I have for you is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Cyanide. And Jungle Beauty Goddess Cyanide's message to you is, be spontaneous. So let's just, oh my God, I'm so excited about this reading because I want to talk to you about our feelings. You know, people always say such and such is in their feelings, or people try to tell you not to be emotional, to suppress your feelings, to ignore your feelings, but you know, your feelings are actually the blueprint. It's the language that your subconscious mind reads, right? It's the language that your subconscious mind builds your belief system with, your feelings, child. And that's why sometimes when you're, you know, trying to accomplish something, like say for example, you hate math, right? But you can't remember why you hate math, because maybe, you know, because those feelings are just bottled up and put away somewhere. So what happens is, because you ignored the fact that maybe the reason you hate math is because you had a teacher who ridiculed you, or maybe your mom or your family or whatever, they couldn't help you with your homework, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of feelings around math, which may be the reason why you don't really care for math. Or, so I was going to just give another example, but basically all I'm saying is that your feelings are your way of making, you know, perceiving the world in a way that it really cherishes. I don't know if the word is cherish, but honors who you are as a human being. And when people try to suppress your feelings, this is the way that they can control you. Oh my God, do you understand what I'm saying? When people make you feel bad about your body, or feel bad about your skin color, feel bad about your teeth, feel bad about, you know, whatever your life experiences, when people can literally do something to change your feelings about it, you know what I'm saying? That's how people can persuade you to do whatever they want you to do. So on the one hand, we tell people to ignore your feelings, or we tease people for being in their feelings, or saying, oh, this person is so emotional, or I don't care how you feel. You know, like, how you feel doesn't matter. These are the facts. But y'all know how you feel is everything. So don't ever lose contact with your feelings. So the card is how do you feel about it? Your feelings matter. So I like for you to think about some things that maybe you have told yourself, that I don't really care, you know, about politics, so I don't really care about you know, this job anymore, or this person anymore. Because the truth is, if you don't care about something that's really close to you, that is a problem. You need to find a way to get in contact with yourself, or you need to think about what happened that led you to not caring, you know what I mean? Or not wanting to feel anything. Because once you unravel those feelings, now you got your hands full. But the overall big picture about this reading is that this hand is talking about, you know, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our earth suit. So imagine this: before you incarnated to planet Earth, and you said, okay, you were selecting a earth suit, and you said, okay, I want to come and I want to I want to be a part of this family on this side of the world. I want to be, you know, I want an occupation as A, B, C, D, and E. This is what I would like to experience. Well, different bodies have different experiences, have different lessons, have different results, or different everything. But the thing is, let's say you get here to the planet and you realize, like, oh my God, I really hate this Earth suit. To me, it just kind of reminds me of like Halloween, how kids select a costume, and then when they see everybody else's costume, they don't like their costume anymore because they're thinking like, man, I should have been I should have been a witch, or I should have been a dinosaur. How could I have just wanted to be, a unicorn? They loved it until they saw everybody else's costume. That's how a lot of people are about their bodies. It's like they wanted to, be Danny DeVito, but then they said, oh, I didn't know I didn't know the Brad Pitt Earth suit was available. But the truth is, if everybody looked like Brad Pitt, then it wouldn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about yourself, well, let me just tell you this. One of the things the industry does is it really works hard to make sure that you don't feel good about yourself, because when you don't feel good about yourself, a lot of people make a lot of money. I mean, let me tell you, child, they had this study once where it was on the cover of a magazine. It was some women, I think they were from India, and they weren't wearing makeup, and it was one of their highest selling magazines, and people were writing in and talking about how beautiful the women look without makeup, and makeup sales actually went down like 10%. And so they just said, we're never going to do that again. So, because if women are feeling good about themselves, then how are we going to sell, cosmetics? How are we going to sell, these different types of surgery, gym memberships? I mean, everything, this whole industry is built on you feeling bad about yourself. Because if you feel good about yourself, it's going to be like, it's not going to be the same, right? I mean, think about, how Weight Watchers, or do you know what I'm saying, guys? There are a lot of people who would go out of business if most people say, you know what, I'm going to eat healthfully, I'm going to go dancing, I'm going to love myself, child, I'm just going to go for a walk, I'm just going to be with my husband, or whatever. Those people would make money. Now, so the world is always trying to control your feelings, to the degree that you don't even really know how you feel about you anymore. Like how you feel about your body, your job, how you feel about what's going on in the world. Like we've been numb to how we feel. So the one thing I like for you to think about today is making sure that you are truly aware of your feelings. How you feel about, when I say be aware, I mean like your honest feelings. So I want to tell you one more thing about feelings though. So there are also studies to show that kids do not know that they are poor. They don't feel poor until they are taught to feel that they're poor. Like, so maybe they go to school and the kids in school say, oh, you don't have like these designer pants, or you don't have this lifestyle, and the kid still is okay with, like, hey, we have a lot of fun, I enjoy my family. But the thing is, what they have found is that a lot of the negative feelings that we have about ourselves we're actually conditioned to feel that way. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't want to, like, put on some makeup, or want to accomplish great things in life, but I feel like feeling that you're already wealthy and building from that point, feeling that you're already beautiful, and building from that point, understanding that you are unique and authentic and that there's nobody else like you, and that's exactly where you want it to be. I think, going after your goals with this mindset that I chose this earth suit, and this is the role that I have decided to play on planet Earth, and embrace that role as opposed to trying to make your earth suit look like somebody else's earth suit, or because to me what you're doing is you're abandoning your purpose. But I don't want to get into that, because I think but the basic message is your feelings matter. Your soul actually responds to your feelings. The blueprint of your feelings creates your belief system, and your belief system is what you're operating from, even if you're not aware of it. Okay, so now now that you understand that your feelings really matter because they really control your life, even if you don't know what they are. Your feelings control your life, even if you don't know what they are. So it is so important to know how you truly feel so that you can get control over your life, child, to get the things that you really want to accomplish. So the next card I have is from Jungle Beauty Guitar, who talks about health is wealth. Now, health is wealth, oh child, because when you feel, I'm not just talking about physical health, I'm talking about mental health, I'm talking about spiritual health, social health, having good friends. When you have, I remember I had a friend who was going through, had cancer, and she was just very excited that she was able to get back down to a size 4 because of the cancer treatment and the radiation treatments. And she said, she could get back into her high school pants. But even though she couldn't, she had lost her hair and she couldn't breathe, but to her, just being that size was such a big deal, even though she wasn't able to do much else but be that size. And I think health is wealth. If you can, get up, you can move, you can breathe, you can talk, you have the physical capacity to go after your dreams, to love the people that you love, you are a trillionaire, child. And I think we take our earth suit for granted. We take our health for granted. We take our, the fact that you are mentally able to discern, what is happening around you, what is happening in the world. Your health is your wealth. Because even if you were to obtain $1 billion right this second, but only in exchange for one of your senses, like not being able to hear or see or losing your ability to move, would you really want that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So your health is your wealth. Now, with this particular hand, we're talking about learning how to make sure that you are aware of your feelings about yourself, about your body, about your experiences, so that you can feel wealthy. So if you are, let's say, because I found that there are a lot of people who are just absolutely gorgeous, but they don't think they're gorgeous. They don't feel gorgeous. They don't realize what they already have. Now, the other card that we have is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Cyanide, who represents our second chakra, which is 2 inches below your navel, and this is your pleasure center, child. This is the chakra that's responsible for healthy, nurturing relationships, but it's also responsible for pleasure, joy, happiness, being creative. This is where we create, whether we're creating a child to creating a book or a painting or a song, right? So be spontaneous. What this hand is saying, look, y'all, I need you to be in alignment, be in awareness of your feelings, because being aware of your feelings about how you feel about yourself, your body, is going to, and when you feel good about yourself, you are going to experience joy and happiness in your life. And a way to experience this joy and happiness is by being spontaneous. Child, that's why I wear blue lipstick. Yeah, because I always wanted to, but for some reason I was afraid. But why not? Why not? Wear a hat today, or a different color wig, or maybe no wig at all. You know what I'm saying? Why not be spontaneous and enjoy your earth suit? You know what I mean? Like, what could you do today to honor the authentic version of yourself? What could you do today to find love with someone who actually loves you for who you are? And that's the other thing about the Jungle Beauty Goddess Cyanide card about spontaneity, but she also represents our second chakra, is that how you feel about yourself, how you feel about, how you feel about your body, because how you feel about yourself is really your wealth, y'all. which is connected to your root chakra. So what I'm saying is, when you love yourself, right, and that is going to affect your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and that's also going to affect the type of person that you are going to attract in your life, which represents your second chakra, like what type of relationship you're going to have, if you're going to have a happy and healthy relationship, because the world is going to treat you the way you truly feel about yourself, even if you're not aware. So this is why we see so many girls, I want to say people sometimes in these really abusive relationships, and people will look and say, oh my God, this person is amazing, they're so gorgeous, or they're this, and they're in this super abusive relationship because they don't see themselves that way, because maybe when they were a kid they were picked on, or maybe their parents put them down, and so their belief system, which is connected to their feelings, the feelings that are underneath everything their subconscious is responding to, is that I am unlovable, I am unworthy. So therefore their mental health is affected, like how they feel about themselves is attracting the type of relationship that they think they actually deserve. So I want you to take a moment to really think about your true feelings about yourself. Do you think you are too skinny, or too big, or too small, whatever? I want you to really think about it. And I want, whatever your thoughts are, I want you to really take a moment and honor your earth suit and say, child, you know what, before I incarnated to planet Earth, I chose you, and I bless you, and I love you, okay? And you really just like go in, like, I'm not criticizing you anymore, I'm not dogging you out anymore. I am going to cherish, honor, and respect this earth suit, because this earth suit carries my soul, and if you don't like it, nobody else will. So making sure that you really truly work on loving yourself, and there are some self-love candles. I think I did a video on one. There are things you can do, but just really every day look in this mirror and tell yourself, I really love you, and I'm sorry that I have maybe not always showing you the respect that you deserve or giving you the love that you deserve, but really getting in contact with your feelings about yourself and your place in this world. And then I want you to understand that's going to affect your mental health, your physical health, because, child, when you feel good about yourself, it is going to radiate through your pores. And then next, I want you to know that is going to also determine the type of joy and happiness and, fun times, and the kind of person that you're going to attract literally into your life. And it's all going to start with how you feel about yourself from your heart, like truthfully. Don't get real with yourself, and then find a way to make peace with yourself. And then know that once you make peace with yourself, once you love yourself, this is going to have a positive impact on your health, and your health is your wealth. When you feel good about yourself, when you feel positive, and this attitude is going to attract a loving, joyful, juicy, happy relationship. I really hope this reading resonated with someone today. I bless you. I bless your life. And may your life be saturated with joy and happiness, and may all your dreams come true. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.